first at 9.
A group including several monks staged a protest in Colombo against the visit of the United Nations Human Rights Chief Navanithan Pillai. The group staged the demonstration opposite the UN office in Colombo. The protest commenced at 10:30 this morning. Well, time now for the newspaper cartoon of the day.
Regulations imposed at the Vaunia Omante checkpoint have been eased from 12 noon today.
Well, Security Forces Commander of the Vanni, Major General Boniface Pereira, said that this measure was taken with the objective of providing the dividends of peace to the people in the north.
The Omante checkpoint for entry and exit was set up on the 22nd of March 2002 on the Vaunia A9 road during the time of the war, taking into account national security and the safety of the civilians. As per the new program implemented with effect from today, luggage of all those travelling from the north to the south and from the south to the north will not be subjected to any form of search. However, the inspection of lorries and other cargo will continue as usual. Individuals with foreign passports will be subjected to registration as per the previous regulations. Security Forces Commander of the Vanni, Major General Boniface Pereira, said that plans are afoot to stop inspecting lorries that transport food and agricultural supplies.
Welcome back. Still in local news, the Customs Revenue Supervision Division says investigations have revealed that a haul of heroin discovered yesterday weighed over 250 kilograms.
That's right, Solani. Director of the division, Mali Piasena, said that it was valued at over 2.5 billion rupees.
The cargo container that is said to have arrived from Pakistan was subjected to a search in Orogodovata by officers attached to the customs. The customs officers discovered the stash of heroin concealed in grease tins. 4 persons, including a Pakistani national and the individual who is suspected to have brought down the heroin, have been arrested in connection with the incident. Director of the Customs Revenue Supervision Division, Mali Piasena, said that the suspects are being interrogated further under detention orders. Customs sources said that a special investigation is currently underway over the incident, and subsequent to the investigation, the stock of heroin will be handed over to the Police Narcotics Bureau. The customs said that the cargo container had 175,000 grease tins, bathroom fittings and plastic equipment. The contraband were discovered concealed in 1,262 grease containers. We can consider this as the largest heroin discovery not only in South Asia but Asia as a whole. The Sri Lanka Customs had carried out the investigations. We will hand over the haul of heroin to the Police Narcotics Bureau for further investigations following the conclusion of our investigations.
Another reminder. 2 cargo containers with ethanol imported under the guise of thinner seized by the excise officials in Totalanga, Colombo. The 2 cargo containers were imported from Vietnam. Customs media spokesperson. Ban on importing ethanol removed via a Gazette notification. 5 months have lapsed since the discovery. Investigations continue.
Meanwhile, speaking to News First, Vasantha Samar Singha, the convener of the anti-corruption campaign, urges for an impartial investigation to be conducted into the discovery of the haul of heroin and for the perpetrators to be revealed.
In a country where we speak of the miracle of Asia, the largest haul of contraband was also discovered. This is said to be the largest heroin discovery in Asia. In the recent past, ethanol was discovered. Those who imported ethanol remain free. There are no culprits involved. Taking into account what happened in the past, this cargo container with the contraband will disappear. We urge the government to reveal the names of those who are involved in these large-scale rackets. If not, the people will think that the individuals who are involved in the quest to make Sri Lanka the miracle of Asia are responsible for this.
A meeting took place today between Minister of Justice Rauf Hakeem and Project Minister of Ports and Highways Rohitha Abegunawardena on the opening of the reconstructed Oliville Harbour, which is slated for tomorrow. The meeting took place at the Oliville Harbour.
According to our correspondent, media personnel who arrived at the location to cover the meeting were asked to vacate the area.
துறைமுக வளாகத்தில் நடைபெற்ற இந்த நிகழ்வுக்கு நியூஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்டுக்கு அழைப்பு விடுக்கப்பட்டது.
News First was also extended an invitation to cover the event. A few officers instructed us to vacate the premises. Ministers Rauf Hakeem and Rohitha Abegunawardena requested us to leave. We left the premises. A tense situation arose when an official pushed a fellow journalist. We remained at the harbour premises subsequently.
இதனால் அங்கு ஊடகவியலாளர்களுக்கும் அங்கிருந்த அதிகாரிகளுக்கும் இடையில் தகராறு ஏற்பட்டது.
Senior Minister of International Monetary Cooperation Dr. Sarath Amunugama says that the trade relationship between the SAARC nations is unsatisfactory.
He made this statement during a media briefing held following the 6th meeting of the SAARC finance ministers.
The 6th meeting of SAARC finance ministers took place in Colombo yesterday. During the meeting, topics such as promotion and protection of interests as well as economic integration within SAARC were discussed.
Today, if you look at trade, the relationship within SAARC is not very satisfactory. Except for the main exporter, India, all the other countries have a minus balance when it comes to trade relationships. So one of the objectives we have is to have greater economic cooperation by way of easing tariff barriers. Though we are talking about SAARC in the international fora, in international affairs, we are not still talking as one voice. So it's very important that we speak with one voice, and that also was emphasized at this meeting.
Every single member in the group enjoy excellent bilateral cooperation. Now what we want is to make it a much more multilateral, and we are ready to sign not only bilateral double tax agreement, even multilateral double tax agreement with our member countries in the region, reflecting our deep commitment to synergize the SAARC.
Now, on a lighter note, the Family Fiesta Carnival organised by News First in line with Sports First, Youth First and Kids First was held at the Negombo Beach Park throughout the day today.
Unprecedented crowds flocked to the Negombo beach to participate in the News First Family Fiesta today. An art competition for children under 15 years of age commenced at 9 a.m. today at the Family Fiesta venue. Certificates were handed over to all participants by the organizing committee. A number of fun-filled activities including magic shows and stories by Upul Mama added color to the event. Recreation rides such as merry-go-rounds, small trains and butterfly plane was also included in the fair. Females between the ages of 16 and 22 were also given an opportunity to take part in a workshop on personal hygiene. Gift packs were also handed out to those who attended the workshop. Incidentally, a double-decker bus was also deployed to shuttle people arriving in Negombo to the Negombo Beach Park. News First also conducted screen tests at the Family Fiesta through its mobile news studio. Crowds that gathered at the Family Fiesta also received the opportunity to take part in the song created by the Sirsam Media Network for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting 2013. Meanwhile, a concert featuring some of the top Sri Lankan artists was also held at the Negombo Beach Park today.
The meaning pageant, which is organized by Youth First, that is to select Miss Teen and also Mr. Handsome took place on this very stage, and we are in the process of awarding the Miss Teen title and also the Mr. Handsome title in a little while.
The Sri Lanka Air Force team won the championship in the men's category for the Beach Volleyball Championship, played for the Sports First Trophy today.
Sri Lanka Navy were the runners-up. The sporting event was organised by Sports First, concurrent to the Family Fiesta celebrations.
All the best players in Sri Lanka are to be represented in this.
The Beach Volleyball Championship was conducted under the supervision of the Sri Lanka Volleyball Association. 32 teams hailing from all parts of the country took part in the championship. Incidentally, players representing the national volleyball contingent were among those who took part at the event. 6 teams comprising of national volleyball stars, several teams representing the 3 armed forces, 5 teams representing the National Youth Services Council, and a large number of school teams competed at the championships today. Teams hailing from rural areas such as Madhavacha, Anuradhapura, Madura and Galle also took part. Officers from the Sri Lanka Volleyball Association and referees attached to the national body stood as the referees during the matches. According to a spokesperson attached to the Sri Lanka Volleyball Association, this is the first time that a media institution had organised a beach volley championship to promote the game. The Beach Volleyball Championship, organised by Sports First for the first time, will be held in other parts of the country in the future.
News First at 9.